On today's episode, we are going to talk about how to handle multiple social media platforms.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Tip for Tip, where you ask your marketing question in exchange for a tip in your industry. My name's Eric.
And my name is Christian, and today we have Cherry with Balanced Trinity Wellness.
Hi, Rip Branding. I currently use Facebook and Instagram to market and advertise my business. Do you think it would be better to explore other platforms to gain more potential business and customers?
All right, Cherry, we tell this to a lot of business owners, and that is that you may be wanting to go after a bunch of other social media networks, but only do so if you have a good handle on Facebook and Instagram. You're saying that you have some pretty good following and engagement on those two platforms. So make sure that you consistently are, posting and engaging on those two platforms. And if you are comfortable, using those two platforms and being consistent with those, then you can move on to something else. So I would definitely not recommend you do anything else besides Facebook and Instagram for now until you get a good handle of those two social networks and you have enough time to do something else. But I guess another social media network to venture or to look into would be something like Pinterest, especially in combination with your website. That will give you a good leverage and good traffic back to your website using Pinterest correctly, with blog posts and creating unique content for that platform. So again, if you have the time and you have a good handle on Facebook and Instagram, then I would definitely recommend you doing something like Pinterest maybe to drive more traffic to your website.
Yeah, I think the only other thing I would add is that the way that you can tell Facebook and Instagram are working, or if you should move on to the next one, is if you're getting actual business from both of those platforms. Once you get actual business from both of those, because you should, then move on to something else. But if you aren't getting business yet, then I would keep fine-tuning those two platforms, because it doesn't make sense to move on to something like Pinterest, like Christian's saying, if you're not getting business from the other two, because then you're working on three platforms and you're spending a lot of time in potentially just spinning wheels.
Right. So, yeah, agree with that too. All right, hopefully that was good. Let's hear your tip for us.
Well, I do mobile massage and I always get asked, how do I screen clients for my own safety? And normally I have them book online and pay a deposit and answer a few questions and also speak to them over the phone as my screening process.
All right, I think that's a good tip, and not only for people who are in your industry or like in the health and wellness industry, I think they absolutely should do that, but also for us, we do a lot of screening or like send out questionnaires for people, because if they want to sit down with us and they don't meet the criteria to sit down with us, or it doesn't seem like it's going to be a good fit, then we don't waste the time. So for us, it's not necessarily safety, but we do that to not waste time as well. So I think that's great and a really good tip for anybody who's in the health industry, especially women. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a woman or not, but it's just more for safety. I like that route, but we use it a lot for saving time.
Yeah, narrowing down.
Yeah,
getting to more details, I guess.
Awesome. All right, and today's question of the day: are you renting a house or do you own your home?
Thank you, Cherry, for being on our show. And if you're a business owner and would like to be on this show, go to bitbranding.co/tip for tip, and we'll get you on the show. Also, answer our questions down below.
Yeah, we want to know.
Yeah, what we really want to know is the answers to those questions.
Bye.
See ya.